Warm-up quiz. The answer on this one should be D. Answer on this one should be B. Answer on this one should be A. Answer on this one should be A. No, that was C. Answer was C. Pick a number, bring it up. Winning numbers today are 1, 4, 7, 12, 19. Homework check.
What do we have to pass?
Objective is to divide exponential expressions and simplify completely. Example number 1. In this case, you're going to have 2 x to the second y to the negative 2 over 4 x to the negative 1 y to the second, all of this to the negative 2 power, and then on the right side, the negative second quantity of 6 x to the negative 2 y to the negative 1 over 4 x to the negative 1 y to the negative 2. Now the difference now, you have the numbers in there and it's division, but you still do the same thing. You have to simplify inside of the parentheses first. So inside the parentheses on the left, 2 over 4 reduces to what? 1 over 2, so just write a 2 on the bottom. What happens when this x to the negative 1 goes to the top and merges? What happens? X to the third on top. And what happens when this goes to the bottom? Y to the fourth on the bottom. And we still have to the negative 2. On the right side, 6 over 4 reduces to what? 3 over 2. And what happens with these? They'll flip, and where's your x going to be at? On the bottom. To what power? Just x. And then what happens with these y's? They flip and y's on the top, because you'd have y squared over y. One more y on the top than the bottom, so you have 1 y on the top. Now flip these and square them, because that's what it says to do with this and this. So this goes to the top and becomes 4 y to the 8th, and this goes to the bottom and becomes x to the 6th. On the right side, this goes to the top and becomes 4x squared, and then this goes to the bottom and becomes 9y to the 2nd. You could keep it the same, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You could keep it the same. I don't teach that shortcut because some people are way advanced and some are still struggling. So if I throw that in right now, it's really going to foul them up. But you're right. He is right. Since this is a division sign, and since you have a negative exponent, you can take a shortcut and leave them where they're at, and then square them, and then you've already done your flipping for this down here. But I'm going to do it the way we've always done it, by keeping this 4y to the 8th over x to the 6th, and then multiply that by 9y squared over 4x squared. You can see how if this stayed where it was at and you squared it, you end up with this, and it saves you one step. So cancel where you can. We have 4 and 4, and then on the top you're going to have a 9 y to the 10th. On the bottom, just x to the 8th. Try this one and bring it up. The problem is the negative first power of 4x to the negative 2 y to the 2nd over 8 x to the negative 1 y. All of that divided by the negative second quantity of 2 x to the negative 2 y over 6 x to the second y. Alright, on the left side, 4 over 8 is simply 1/2. So we'll put a 2 on the bottom. These will trade places, which puts the higher one on the bottom. You'll have just an x left over. These cancel out to just a y on top. On the right side, 2 over 6 is 1 over 3. We'll just put a 3 on the bottom. This goes to the bottom and merges to make x to the 4th. These just cancel out. Nothing on the top, so we write a 1. Now on the left-hand side, this means to simply flip it. And then on the right side, we'll flip that and have, whoops, not 3, but 9. 9x to the 8th over 1. And now keep the first one, multiply, flip the second one. And there's nothing we can cancel out between the 2 and the 9, but we do have x over x to the 8th, so that would leave an x to the 7th on the bottom, along with a y as well as a 9, and we'll have that 2 on top. Bring this one up and drop it off. Lower that marker back down, make it white. There we go. And now it's blue. There we go. This one will be 2x to the negative 1 y to the 6th over 4x y to the negative 2. All of this to the negative 1 power, and then divided by the second power of 8x to the negative 2 y over 2x y to the negative 1. On the left-hand side, 2 over 4 is a half. Put a 2 on the bottom. This goes to the bottom and makes x to the 2nd. This goes to the top and makes y to the 8th. Everything is still to the negative 1. Terrible looking parenthesis. There we go. 8 over 2 is 4. And then this goes to the bottom, x to the 3rd. This goes to the top, y to the 2nd. Everything is squared. Flip this one to get 2x squared over y to the 8th. And then square this one to get 16y to the 4th over x to the 6th. Keep the first one the same, and then multiply by the reciprocal of the second one. And let's see, there it is. Now you can reduce 2 into itself once, into 16 8 times. So on the top you'll just have an x to the 8th, and on the bottom you'll have 8y to the 12th.